It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for Season 9 of The Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at our first official look or tease at the new villains that are going to be showing up in The Walking Dead Season 9, called The Whispers from the comic book. Now, this video is going to be entirely for comic readers only, because I will be talking about things that are in the comic book, and if you are a TV show only fan and you have not read the comics or you're not caught up with the comic book until the introduction of the Whispers, I would say don't watch this video because it will definitely spoil things for you. If you have read the comics, if you know about the Whispers, what I'm about to talk about will make a lot more sense to you. So with that said, let's jump into the scenes. The first scene is one where we have Jesus, Aaron, and Daryl, and they're just kind of looking around in the field. We have Jesus saying,
"They're just milling around. You ever see him do this before?"
No.
And we see the walkers are just basically walking around in circles. And this makes a lot of sense because, of course, we do know that the Whispers blend in within the herd. They wear walker skin, and they basically not only walk amongst the dead, but also lead the herd as well. And I'm sure that this is exactly what that is. And when they're saying they're just milling around, it's most likely one of the Whispers that's leading the herd in a circle.
There's a storm.
And then we get this other shot just showing some of the walkers, and they zoom in to one particular walker. And it's a pretty focused and specific zoom to this particular walker. And the walker just turns around and looks to the other side. And if we pay attention, we could see that the way the walker turns around doesn't look like it's a walker. Of course, it's most likely a Whisper, and that's why they are focusing on it and zooming in on it. And also in the background, we do hear the thunderstorm, and that's most likely what the Whisper here is reacting to. And maybe the storm is one of the reasons the Whispers are trying to lead the herd to a specific location. Maybe that's a strategy for them to stay safe. But in the background, we also do hear Daryl saying,
"There's a storm coming."
Next, we have a scene with Eugene saying,
"This wasn't a normal herd."
And we can also hear him say in another scene,
"The walkers are evolving."
So, of course, this is referring to the herd acting abnormal and not behaving like a normal herd would. They are milling around like we talked about, and they have someone leading them. And that goes back to what Eugene is saying. It wasn't a normal herd. They weren't moving normally. And also, it connects to the other point he made when he said they are evolving. So from the point of view of the survivors, they think that the walkers are intelligent. Then we have this shot of Daryl's pet dog reacting to something. Of course, you could make the point that it's just reacting to a walker or maybe the storm, but there's a good chance that the dog might be reacting to something that's not normal, maybe a Whisper. So that's actually pretty epic. And then we have this shot of Aaron looking at the herd and just walking away in a surprised manner. So of course he noticed something that's not quite right. And then we have this shot of walkers approaching a house, most likely a community. And just like the comics, maybe the Whispers are leading the walkers or the herd towards the communities. And they might be bringing in some elements of the Whispers maybe a little bit earlier on, which is very interesting. And of course, we get some more walkers approaching, maybe some Whispers among the walkers. And then we get this particular shot, which is very cool, of them just zooming in rapidly towards this walker. Of course, it's not a walker. It's most likely a Whisper. It's probably not Beta or Alpha or even Lydia, but it's definitely a Whisper, because if it wasn't, why would they zoom in like that? You know what I mean? And they have this dramatic music, which makes me think that this is definitely a Whisper. The way the walker is standing, the stance, definitely gives it away as well that this is most likely a Whisper. Then we have a shot of Eugene and Rosita running through the woods. And this is definitely not something they would have done before. They aren't normally just running away from something. They're most likely running away because they're scared shitless. They don't know what's going on. And most likely this is connected to the next scene that I'm going to talk about, which is this. Them kind of hiding, putting mud on themselves, and as the herd passes, we get the whisper. Of course, the whispers are whispering. They are most likely looking for Eugene and Rosita. That's very cool, very interesting. And of course, we have Rosita covering her mouth and stopping herself from screaming, because that's pretty insane. Like, if you're in that world and you hear walkers talking, you get scared. You don't know what the hell is going on. And then we have this shot of Rosita running around, and she's covered in blood, and she's scared shitless again, like I said. Also, this connects to the other scene with Eugene and Rosita running through the woods. And then we have this conversation between Rosita and Father Gabriel. Father Gabriel says,
if we went further out, think what we might find. What else might be out there?
Definitely also connects to the whispers, because think about it. The whispers in the comics are very territorial, and they do punish people for crossing the border for where their territories are. They might be trying to go further out to look for people and may cross into the Whisperers' territory. And of course, that may lead into the very, very gruesome and epic lineup from the comics, where we have the heads on pikes and a very clear statement from the Whispers that you should not cross our borders. So that could definitely connect to this. And what Father Gabriel is saying here could definitely be the build-up to that moment from the comics. But that's basically everything. That's all of the teases we've got so far. I'm sure we will get more teases as we approach the mid-season finale, because, of course, the very first reveal or introduction for them, for the Whisperers, will most likely be in Season 9, Episode 8, the mid-season finale. I don't think that they're going to bring in the Whisperers in the next 2 episodes. They might tease them a little bit, but the actual reveal will most likely come in Episode 8. Or at least, that's what I'm hoping for, because that makes the most sense. But that's basically it for this video. See you next time for another super video. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe for more content, and press the bell button to receive notifications for daily uploads. Like and follow the Facebook page of this channel to join our community, and check out the upload schedule to learn more about daily uploads.